everyone, I am Trixigin Alboctot from BSIT 3E. I will explain my advanced networking project here. So the first one is the topology design. Our network map is smart and well organized. We use redundant core by connecting our three switches, switch 1, switch 2, and switch 3 in a triangle for connecting to the outside world. The router 1, which is the only router I use for my topology, I uses the router on stick design where it uses just one high-speed cable, which is the Gigabit Ethernet 0-0, and this one is para ma-make sure ko na kaya niyang i-carry lahat ng data from our separate network. So here's my VLAN configurations naman. So I splits our computers into three separate logical networks, which is the VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. The ports connecting to the computers are set to the correct VLAN using the command, which is the switch port access, followed by the switch port access VLAN or VLAN 10, or any type of VLAN did you use. So I use VLAN 10, so that's why switch port access VLAN 10, and also this part is VLAN 10. To ensure all data can travel between switches and to the router, the connecting cable sets to carry all VLANs using the commands of switch port mode trunk. So the switch port mode trunk is ginamit ko para ma-make sure na kaya niyang i-carry yung lahat ng VLANs, which is the VLAN 10 hanggang VLAN 30 using the commands of switch port trunk, and also para makakonect din siya through that different types of VLAN. So, and for my STP configurations naman, since our switches are connected in a loop, we must use rapid PVST, which is this one, yung una, para ma-stop natin yung network crash, since yung purpose kasi ng STP is to block the traffic or prevent the traffic. So we use a strategy called load balancing para makagawa ko ng different switch, or by making a different switch the most important one. So or the bawa dito sa root bridge. So yung sa switch 1 ko, it is the for VLAN 10, and using a command of spanning tree VLAN 10 as a root or the primary, which is this one. And for the switch 2 naman, ito naman yung VLAN 20 ko and uses as my secondary. And for switch 3, this is my VLAN 30 as my priority. And later on, papakita ko yung configurations na ginamit ko between this router, switches, and devices. By the way, sa side na to, ito yung mga configurations na ginagamit ko. But I will show you later. And for my inter-VLAN routing, so the router 1 is the only device that allows inter-VLAN routing. So yung purpose ng inter-VLAN routing here is kung gusto mong mag-send ng connections or message through this VLAN 10 hanggang VLAN 20 sa kabilang connections, you can use inter-VLAN routing para maka-connect ka or para magkaroon ng connections yung VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 or hanggang sa VLAN 30. So, we achieve this by splitting the router's physical GI0-0 port into three virtual ports called sub-interfaces, which we tell our router to read the VLANs tag. So, ito yung mga tag nila. VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. The purpose of this one is para mag-connect yung tatlo gamit lang yung isang router. So we use the command interface gigabit internet 0-0, followed by the encapsulation. Second, we make the virtual port the default gateway and assigning its IP address, which is this. These steps allows the router to look at the VLANs tag, correctly sends the data to the destination's network, and inaalaw niya kasi dito yung para kapag nag-send ka ng connections, gaya na sabi ko kanina, is malalaman niya kung kanino mo siya gustong isend. Kasi by using the IP address of it or the default gateway. So, for routing protocols naman, finally we use the optimal protocol choice, which is the open shortest path first, kung saan hinahanap niyo yung pinakamaliit na path or pinaka-shortest na path to advertise all the three networks, which is the VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 30. So, I start the process with router OSPF1 and then the advertise all networks into area 0 using commands like network 192.168 and so on and so on. So, this ensures the layer 3 part of our setup is fully accurate and technical precise. And after that configuration, I will ina-exit ko na siya then end. So this is the configurations for my router. So this one is for my router and this one is for my switch 1. Yung switch 1 hanggang sa switch 3, iisa lang naman yung configurations na ginamit ko sa kanila. Pinapalitan ko lang yung VLAN, kung anong VLAN yung ginagamit mo. Since yung switch 1 natin is VLAN 10, lahat ng yan is VLAN 10. Kaya nga kapag nag-send ka ng message sa bawat isa sa kanila is magiging successful. Pero, kung magsisend ka ng message mula sa VLAN 10 hanggang sa, to VLAN 20, magiging fail siya. Pero kaya mong ipag-connect yan by using the inter-VLAN routing because it allows to talks to the other VLANs. And for my configurations naman, so as you can see here, the VLAN, the configuration switch 2, the configuration for switch 3, and this part is the configurations for my PC naman. So, ito yung mga ginamit ko. So, at this part, ito yung topology or the topology designs ko. So, if i-connect mo yung mga yan, makikita mo na magiging fail siya. Pero, kung i-connect mo naman sila sa VLAN nila, obviously, it will be successful. So, that's all in my discussions or the explanations. Thank you.